everybody. Got my son Nick with me, eating some cashews. Took a little break here on the side of the road. We just came out of Valentine, Texas. Fixing to head up through the Scenic Loop Drive outside of Fort Davis, heading back up to where we live. Out on the Goldwing today. It was about 72 when we left the house. I'm sure it's going to be substantially cooler up here. It's already down to 66. So, you ready, kiddo? Alright. He's got to finish his cashews. But it's a beautiful day for February. We got a nice little surprise. Bunch of good warm weather. Hop on. Alright, you ready to go?
Yeah.
Alright. So here we go. We are heading on. Beautiful area. I love to take this loop here. I don't know how many miles it is from Fort Davis. You take it all the way around. We just kind of do it all the time whenever we want to, you know, living here. But it's a wonderful drive. Got some good elevation, beautiful views. Out here on the wing with my son sure beats sitting at home. We've been painting. Let's see. It's a hard choice. Ride the Goldwing on the Scenic Loop with my son and paint the house. It didn't take too long to figure out which one I was going to do. Take this loop up, climb. It's going to get a lot cooler. We're going to climb up in several thousand feet here. We'll wind up at McDonald Observatory right before we get back home. Man, I love this route. You just can't beat it. I mean, I guess you can if you're in Colorado or somewhere like that. You know, you probably got a lot better places to go ride, but for Texas, this is a wonderful place. You know, while everybody else is baking in the desert out here at 115, you know, 5,000 feet lower than us in elevation, you get up here in the summertime, it'll, you know, from where I work down the oil patch near Pecos, it might be 115, and I get home up here it's 95. Being in the desert still, there's no humidity, so it's extremely comfortable. Maybe we'll get lucky and see some bears today. There are black bears in this area. I have yet to see one, but occasionally you see people posting photos of them on Facebook here on this road. Thankful for this wonderful weather. Man, I'm kind of a fair weather fan when it comes to riding my motorcycle. much for cold weather. I know a lot of people throw on the heated gear and all that kind of stuff, and I guess if I had invested in that, I'd do it too, but I don't know, I'm kind of letting it down during the winter. So I'm extremely thankful for this nice weekend we got. I've been itching to get on the motorcycles and ride. There's a Sawtooth Mountain over here to my right. You can see that for miles around every which direction out here. Kind of a neat landmark. I'm kind of like most of the rest of the nation. I prefer that the Patriots lose, just because of everything that's going on. I don't have a particular hang up with sports teams. I mean, I guess I'm a Cowboys fan if I'm going to root for anybody, being that I'm from Dallas. But by and large, I don't have much time to watch a game. If I have time to watch a game, I'm going to be out here on this motorcycle or playing some guitar. I'd way rather spend my time doing that. Get that windshield down a little bit more. See a little better. Alright, I left the house at 72. We drove into Fort Davis, got gassed up, went to Alpine, back across to Marfa, then out to just before Valentine and cut back into the mountains, into the Scenic loop. And right now it has dropped down to 64. And, we're still going to climb quite a bit. Get on Facebook, and what do you see? You see people bickering about the sports teams back and forth, or, you know, the whole Trump did this, Trump did that, the liberals did this, the liberals did that. Boy, all that crap kind of drives me nuts. So, this is far more relaxing than listening to all that bullcrap. I tell you what, all you people that get wound up on Facebook, I got some advice for you. Get you a motorcycle and ride it. It'll free you from all that nonsense, getting all so fired up. choose to go to El Paso to do our shopping for big things. You know, we don't have anything up here to Fort Davis, Alpine, many big stores. So if I want to go to Best Buy or somewhere like that, my options are San Antonio, about 5 hours away. San Angelo, you know, it's about 4 hours. Midland is about 2.5 hours. El Paso's 3.5 hours. So we just kind of opt for El Paso because there's a lot more there. We kind of stay on the far west side near New Mexico, and it's pretty nice over there. 30 miles to Fort Davis from here. 29. 16 to the observatory. That's another thing, if you're ever in this area, I highly recommend try and plan your trip up this way. I know this is going to sound funny, but look at a lunar calendar and see when there's going to be a new moon and try and plan your trip around a new moon. Because the observatory is a must. You've got to go up there and do a star party at McDonald Observatory. And when there's a new moon, you can see so many more stars. But it's pretty amazing. They put telescopes up out there, big telescopes, let you astronomers that actually work up there or point these things on objects in the night sky, like nebulous star clusters and such. And they kind of keep the telescopes focused. You can look at neat stuff. But to me, the most interesting thing is the part right before all that. This fellow, I don't know who he is, but he does an amazing job up there. Takes you on a tour through the night sky with a laser pointer from constellation to constellation, and he just does a phenomenal job. He's entertaining, funny, give you some history of the universe. It's just a great fun time. I will tell you this, people come down here in Texas and in the summer and to do that, and you gotta bring some cool weather attire just in case, because it drops pretty quick. We are in the desert, so there's nothing really to retain heat, and so once that sun goes down, the temperature drops pretty quick, and we generally always have 10-15 mile an hour breeze in here. So it may only be 60 degrees, but you get 10 or 15 mile an hour breeze, you're going to get cold. So I recommend bringing you a blanket or a light weight jacket to put on or something. But you'll have a great time. And you can go do the tour during the daytime and go back to the star party. The tour, they'll put one of the smaller telescopes on the sun, and you'll have kind of a live view of the sun. You can see solar prominences coming off the sun, and it's just kind of neat. They'll take you up to the big telescopes and take you inside the building, move the dome roof around, move the telescope around. It's definitely worth the money to go do it. It's not that expensive. I don't remember how much it is, but it's not that much. But just plan on spending a whole day just in Fort Davis to do that. Not to mention everything else you can do. I mean, we're in the Big Bend region of Texas. You've got Big Bend National Park down to the south. Now, if you're going to go do that too, you need to spend a couple of days down there. It's such a big area. There's a lot to see and do. We'll stay at the Chisos Mountain Lodge or down in Terlingo. That's a neat place. Ride the river Pennsylvania Canyon or something like that on the Rio Grande. That'd be a lot of fun. I still yet to do that. But if you like the outdoors, there's a lot to do down there. I'll tell you, it gets hot as all get out in the summer down there, though. I mean, it's a drastic difference between Fort Davis and Big Bend in temperature, anyway. Itself. They do tours there, weapons demonstrations. It's really neat. A good friend of ours, Miss Chelsea Rios, is a park ranger there. So if you go there and you see Chelsea, you have to be sure and tell her that High Tech Redneck sent you. On the mountain still. It hadn't snowed in a while. No trip to this area is complete without a stop in at Hebert's Caboose and Ice Cream Shop and Hebert's Heirlooms Gift Shop. Please stop in and see the ice cream man and get you some wonderful Bluebell ice cream, or Henry's, depending on which one you that's my neighbors. Have a Burlington Northern Caboose. It's an ice cream shop inside. You gotta stop there. I mean, come on. Who don't like ice cream? And it's in a caboose. Life don't get much better than sitting in Fort Davis eating ice cream outside of Hebert's Caboose. On the patio, looking at the mountains all around you. You will leave happy. That I can assure you. written this. telescope than the ones on the top up there. And they explain all that in the tour, but you get to go in both buildings. You get to get up close and personal with this one up here on the right, the big dome. I know there's two domes, but one's bigger than the other. You go in the big one. And then you get to go in here. You can only look through glass with that one. That one actually rides on inflatable inner tubes. That's how they move it. Kind of interesting. They talk about how much weight each one supports. It's a bunch of mirrors put together to make the telescope. Pretty neat. Right there is where they do the star party. Canyon up here, just a couple more curves. Hopefully I'll get to a great view as we come around. You'll still a beautiful day. 66 is great. Past the observatory, we're at 89 miles. Pretty good little ride. Here is Mount Arabella on the left. The mountain we live on. It's a lot smaller than the rest of them around here, but still, it's a nice place to be. Really good views. Eating a little bit of dust here. Trying to let her get further ahead. Everybody, I would like to thank you all for being along with us, supporting my YouTube channel, The High Tech Redneck. I hope you've enjoyed the video, enjoyed the day's ride. I know you didn't get to spend all of it with us, but I just don't have enough record time on my camera memory card to do that, and you'd probably get bored long before that anyway. Most of you probably dropped off about 5 minutes in. But for those of you that are supporting my channel, I really do appreciate it. I do this for fun. Try and share my experiences of where I ride. Here's Mount Arabella, our house here. There's where the ice cream man lives, right up there. Anyway, my filthy garage. So everyone, I would like to say thank you again. And you all be blessed and have yourselves a wonderful weekend. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.